Yo, yo, yo. We are back. Another car test. Could y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Yo, yo, yo. Can y'all hear me? Cool, cool, cool. All right, bet. Well, welcome back. Hope everybody had a good Easter. Um, we got an hour show today as usual. Um, we'll start getting into some reviews. Try to get through as many as we can. If you're popping in now, make sure you get your submissions in to thecartestlive.com. But yeah, otherwise, about to be another great stream. Appreciate everybody who comes out, wants to get feedback. All right. Let's see. One second. We're gonna pull up the chat. Let's put this up here. All right, bet. And then let's throw. Okay, I'll put that up there. Cool. Oh, appreciate it, appreciate it. It's a little Hawaiian outfit from the Big Island. All right, well, let's jump into getting some reviews. Harry, I see you in here. I see a lot of usual faces. What's going on to y'all? We're just gonna start off. So it looks like the first submission that I see in here is, I don't know how to say this, but it looks like Data Wash. Instagram handle, another lobotomy. Are you up? Are you up in the chat? If you're in the chat, throw a thumbs up. And I'll wait to see if you're in here. All right, I see you on Instagram. So yeah, we'll download this. Looks like we need notes on mixing and arrangement for this one. Let me just download this and get this into Pro Tools. Mm-mm. Also, for y'all engineers that are on engineers, the Mixathon went live today, so definitely check that out and sign up. All right, word. Let's go here. All right, dope. So this is Data Wash. We want mixing and arrangement notes. And let's just play this one from the top. I think the arrangement sounds cool. I'm not mad at the arrangement at all. I think mix wise, the kick could come out a little bit more, and the snare, the drums kind of feel like they get lost a little bit. Try to boost something here around 45, which is like the fundamental of the kick, and then this is for the snare. And then try to add this transient designer. Is doing a little bit, not a bunch, but yeah, I would like to see the kick punch through a bunch more on this one, and then bring the snare out a little bit. I know the snare kind of is like a snappy snare, so it looked like I was in like 1600 or so on my EQ. Yeah, 1700. That's kind of where I found like the snare cutting through the most, but you might be able to get away with boosting like a octave lower than that to try to get a little bit more body out of the snare. I feel like I want to hear that snare just cut through just a little bit more. As far as the arrangement, though, I thought it sounded really good. It's obviously a mix, so you got some good headroom um, for your for a little bit more processing. I think we're sitting yeah, so you're like between like 15 and 13 on your lefts. So yeah, we can get louder in mastering. But otherwise, I like the arrangement. I think the arrangement was cool. The little build up was cool. I was expecting like vocals to come in. I know like some vocals do come in, but like I was expecting like artist vocals and stuff. But I do like the arrangement. I think it's cool. It builds up nicely. Um, and yeah, just boost them drums, get them a little more punchier, and I think you're good to go on that one. I don't know if you're planning on putting like a vocalist artist on here or anything like that, but if you do, it'd be cool to hear how that turns out for sure. Definitely throw your when your guys' songs get played, especially throw your socials and everything in the chat just so people can connect with you. Big community thing. So if you hear somebody that mixes, you know, the way you like, or makes music the way you like, definitely link up on here and collaborate for future projects. That's what we're here for. It's a community of initiative here. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one I see is from Moy, I believe is how you say it. Looks like we want just mixed feedback, general advice in general. Moy, if you could throw a thumbs up in the chat, let us know that you are here. Just so I know you're here. If you're not here, then we'll move on. We'll give you a few seconds, Moy, to holler at us. Also, there's no Instagram handle posted or anything like that. So if you're under a different name instead of Moy, then let me know. Otherwise, we'll move on in a few seconds to the next person. Man, these little spring edition Red Bulls, man, grapefruit and blossom, crazy. Don't condone drinking Red Bull, but if you do, it's very refreshing. All right, Sable, I see you there. Yeah, make sure you guys when you submit, make sure that you're submitting with the name that you're gonna have in the chat. Otherwise, we don't know that it's you in there. Sable, I'm gonna download this really quick. So give me a couple seconds to get it loaded into Pro Tools. But yeah, man, these little spring flavor grapefruit and blossom. I don't know, it doesn't even sound like some shit that I would normally drink, but this shit is pretty refreshing. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, let's get this in here. Cherry flavored religion is what I'm seeing here. All right, so general mix feedback and advice on this one. Let's play this one from the top, see what we got.
Black melodies involved. Kerosene, I'm honest. Realistic. I really wanna tell how I feel about it. I really wanna make you be my wife. I wish I could hold me till I catch my breath. I'm just fine. I feel so indifferent. I'm ashamed. I miss my intuition. It hurts to say that I get so lonely when I search for you and you. Realistic. I really wanna tell how I feel about it. I really wanna make you be my wife. I wish I could hold me till I catch my breath. I'm just fine. Realistic. I really wanna tell how I feel about it. I really wanna make you be my wife. I wish I could hold me till I catch my breath.
Oh yeah, so the song's amazing. The vocalist is super fire. Are you the vocalist on here as well? Moy, let me know. Um the mix wise, I think it sounds cool. There's just no transient in the low end for me, so it's kind of like hard to like the rhythm isn't really like a set rhythm. It's just like it feels like the snare just comes in every now and then. I think if there's a way you can get a transient on something on the low end or add like a kick transient or something just to layer over it would work. One of the super low subby notes sounds like it gets a little louder, a little chopped from like the ceiling, whether it's clipping or a limiter. But for the most part, it sounds good. It's really just one note that happens within the loop. All the other ones seem fine. The vocal texture, especially at the end, sounds super fire. I really like the vocal texture. But I also think you can add a little body to the snare as well, especially when there's like not a lot of transient in the low end for the kick. I think the snare is going to need a little bit more low end to kind of carry that realm. But definitely try to add like a kick, even if you take out like if you don't want the thump or something, like at least getting like a kick and EQing it to where like the transient can hit and adding that in, that'll probably help out a bunch with that. But the song is super tight. Vocalist is super tight. Um, okay, so it's your homie that was the artist. Yeah, artist is super cool. If you want to plug your homie as an artist, definitely drop socials or a name or where they can find music of your friend, and then also drop your own socials and everything in there. But yeah, I think the vocal texture, everything sounds really good. I think there's nothing really poking out to me other than that one sub note kind of feels like it gets chopped off at the top of something, whether that's a just clipping or a limiter. So watch out for that, and then just adding some low end transient of some sort to try to like build a rhythm out of it, just so you can kind of like keep like some sort of rhythm moving in. I know this end part we don't have anything. That's fine. Leave that the way it is. But this end part when it comes in is amazing. Let's just play this one more time.
I feel so indifferent. I'm ashamed. I miss my intuition. It hurts to say that I get so lonely when I search for you and you.
Yeah, that end switch up is just super amazing. Great job, great job. It looks like for anybody that's not in the YouTube chat, Black Hibiscus is the name of the artist as well. Um, Sable, I don't know like if you have an Instagram handle or something like that, but if you do, post it in here and I'll shout out IG. Um, otherwise, yeah, great job. Let's move on to the next joint. But that was a super nice song. Let's put this out here. Let's default this. All right, so next on the list we have Mellow Mix. Mellow Mix, throw a thumbs up in the chat if you are here. It looks like IG's the same name. I don't know which chat you're in, but I'll check them both. This is a 2-track. Artist is Breezy Monet. Overall mixed feedback is what it's looking like we need. But yeah, let me know if you oh, there you are. I see you. Okay, you're on IG. Cool. All right, let's download this joint. So it looks like this is called 2 a.m. Doop, doop, doop. Download that real quick. Okay, cool. So 2 a.m. All right, 2 a.m. says Randy Hayes on here. So let's play this back. See what we got.
I promise you that you'll never meet another person as mentally tough as you in your entire life. And he hasn't, and he never will.
This must be a mellow mix.
It's 2 a.m. I'm cruising in the SRT. I had popped 2 Addies, so you know that I can't sleep. You had crossed my mind, I was hoping we could meet. I just wanna talk, I need this shit up off of me. I just wanna say that I hate you. I gave you my all, how could you be so ungrateful? All you did was lie all the time. I wish I never met you, and I wish I never let you inside of me. You're not worthy of me. Thought that little hoe was something, but it turns out she ain't nothing. Then you wanna trying to find another me. Ooh, this shit beyond me. You gave up a 5-star meal for Stouffer's mac and cheese. That's like going to cop some green, it ain't lean without codeine. How I was fucking with you, I must have thought I was Bonnie. Ooh, baby, I just need some closure. No, I can't take you back, I promise you and me are over. I know who I am, and nigga, I ain't no pushover. These hoes just some tulips, I'm rare like a 40 clover. I know you mad as fuck, say you sorry, you fucked up. Like, babe, you know I love you, no, you don't shut the fuck up. I know I came for answers, I'm good, I've heard enough. That karma hit different, it's gon' tear that ass up. How you gon' do me wrong? I was there when you ain't have a crumb, and I saw potential in you when my bitches was calling you a bum, and they was wrong, but you still want shit all along. Should've left you where I met you, and I wouldn't be writing this song. It's 2 a.m. I'm cruising in the SRT. I had popped 2 Addies, so you know that I can't sleep. You had crossed my mind, I was hoping we could meet. I just wanna talk, I need this shit up off of me. I just wanna say you ain't shit, you a bitch. I know you feeling stupid, cause I am that perfect bitch. Apology unacceptable, you toxic idiot. And after tonight, don't think about hitting my phone, cause there's nothing left to say. It's best you leave me alone. Crazy thoughts running through my mind, I might just tweak and get you gone. Off them drugs, my mind gone. Feelings I don't wanna act on. It's 2 a.m. I'm cruising in the SRT. I have popped 2 Addies, so you know that I can't sleep. You had crossed my mind, I was hoping we could meet. I just wanna talk, I need this shit up off of me. It's 2 a.m., I'm cruising in the SRT.
Yeah, so the song, I mean, the beat is amazing. The beat sounds tight. I know you said it was a 2-track. I feel like for a 2-track, it actually doesn't sound that bad. I think if anything, just the low end of the sub needs to come up. The kick's already like punching through. I just think the sub needs to come up a little bit. And then this is for like some body in the snare. But everything else sounded pretty good. Vocally, it feels a little harsh in this this mid to high mid region. I think this is at 2300. This is at 3100 or so. These two are pretty sharp. Let's play what these sound like.
Hey, you know,
So that frequency,
hey, you know I love you, know.
this frequency, and then this one here as well. And this one. These are just 3 like kind of piercing frequencies that are cutting through. If you smooth these out, it'll let your vocal feel a little bit more smooth and fit within the mix a little bit better. Otherwise, I think everything sounds good. I don't know who the artist is, but it sounds like a pretty personal song. So it sounds like, I don't know, sometimes with personal songs, like lyric choices are will like miss a broader audience because they're not like close enough to the situation to know what you're talking about. I feel like there's probably a couple moments like that in here where there's just like a personal line that nobody else is really going to resonate with, I think, unless they know the situation that's going on. But yeah, otherwise I felt like it was pretty good for a 2-track beat. Not too shabby. The effects sounded cool. I like the little breakdown at the end. I just think the vocals feel a little bit harsh. You could probably smooth that out there just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if Randy Hayes is your name or the artist name. I know you go by Mellow Mix, but yeah, I'm not sure. But shout out your handles, your social media handles, and the artist social media handles in case anybody wants to try to link up, collaborate, anything like that. I feel like there's definitely potential here. Just need to clean up just a couple things, and you should be good. All right, so let's hide this one. And then we'll move on to the next one. Oh, yeah, that's right. Breezy Monet is the artist. My bad, it says that in here. My fault, Mellow Mix. Breezy Monet is the artist. Yeah, super cool vocal tone. Feel like on a less personal song would probably be a little bit different songwriting, but sounds great. I don't know who the producer was or not. I know you said you got a 2-track, so I'm not sure if you even know. But yeah, for a 2-track beat, it wasn't a terrible mix on the 2-track beat. You could probably get away with that in the final mix as well. But if you could get stems, you could probably improve it just a little bit by adding the sub bass and the body to the snare a little bit. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Next up is Harry. Harry, I know I see you in here every week. Always showing love every week. So Harry Otaku, we're gonna play this next one. You want notes on production and vocal mix. And this is called The Illest, it looks like. All right, so let's download this real quick. And produced by Harry also, just so y'all know. All right, let's see what we got. Let's play this from the top. Are we? Yeah, okay, cool.
Hey, Harry.
Yo. Not a politician, but it's politicians usual. All fun and games, but I can't fuck with you if you a clown. Somewhere at the top, that's why they wanna scoot us down. Setting shit on fire, got it smoky as a hookah lounge. When I'm smoking fire, broke it down and it was blowing brown. Paper stacked on top of paper, you would think we glued it down. You my son, but kids only do what you allow. Tell them sit. See, but I'm looking at a million juniors. Steven season, you can't let nobody steal your future. Trevor and I, we used to be outside. And I'm doing deals with fools. The illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. deals with bullshit. Illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. Shark inside the school of fish. Bust your head if you ain't sick. You know that the illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. You looking at him. Who else you know doing it? Shark inside the school of and I'm doing deals with bullshit. Illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. You looking at him. Who else you know doing it? Shark inside the school of fish. Bust your head if you ain't sick. You know that the illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. You looking at him. And I'm doing deals with bullshit. Illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. You looking at him. Who else you know doing it? Shark inside the school of fish. Bust your head if you ain't sick. You know that the illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga.
All right, so production, all that stuff is tight. Super traditional hip hop, which I personally like. That's kind of what I grew up on and stuff. So it's always nice to hear that kind of thing. There is some things going on with the mix we could probably clean up just a little bit. I think as far as like just on the beat side, I feel like the kick and the drums could come out more. I feel like they're getting kind of lost with the sample and everything in there. But those could probably come out. And then this little boost to the sides was just for the music part of the beat. You could probably bring that out or widen it a little bit just to make a little more room for the vocals. The vocals to me just sounded really sibilant and bright. I tried to pull some things out over here, like 44, 9K, and looks like 10.6K. But it still didn't do enough. I think Soothe kind of finally killed the harsh top end that I was hearing, but it kind of killed it in the beat as well. So you might want to just play with this on the vocals a little bit. But yeah, I would just figure out how to balance out the top end with the beat and the vocal. The vocals sound pretty harsh right now, and then I don't know if they're, if you're overcompensating because something in the beat kind of has frequency up there, so we're like boosting a bunch to get it on, to cut through. But if that's the case, I would just choose which one you want to occupy that space, and then kind of attenuate the other one instead of boosting. But yeah, I think Soothe actually cleaned up a lot of this. What I was hearing.
Maxi, but I'm looking at a million juniors. Steven season, you can't let nobody steal your future. Trevor and I, we used to be outside with building looters. Food's next was half off, and I'm doing deals with bullshit. Illest nigga doing it. You looking at the illest nigga doing it. You looking at him. Who else you know doing it? Shark inside the school of fish.
But yeah, it feels like the drums get pretty lost in there. So I figure out how to get the drums to be more punchy when they come through. You could probably use, like, I don't know if you're on Pro Tools or not, but like lo-fi, like a little distortion boost on that knob usually brings drums through a little bit. You could do like a SSL bus compressor and just have slow attack, fast release. You could even use some saturation, which is what lo-fi would do for you on that side. But yeah, some way the drums got to come through and punch more. I feel like it's a lot of just sample and vocals. We want like that swing, that rhythm. And then yeah, just clean up the vocal top end a little bit. You could probably start here and then kind of mess with stuff if you have Soothe, but I think I just have it at 84%. I did move the frequency band from like 5K to like 8.5K, it looks like, but that's all I was really hearing as far as mix stuff goes. Harry, I know you made the beat and stuff. I don't know if you're doing everything like tracking and mixing and all of that. But yeah, just keep an eye on the vocals feeling a little too sibilant and a little too harsh in the top end, and Soothe can smooth that out for you. Oh yeah, also post the artist. I see you just posted them. Cool. So yeah, post the artist in there so everybody can peep out. If anybody that likes Harry's beats, also hit Harry up for a beat collab or whatever. But yeah, overall, I think the beat was tight. Just need some tune up on the mix there. It looks like there's open verses and stuff, so it looks like it's not the final anyway. Um, but yeah, if y'all are looking for features, maybe somebody in the chat would be down to hop on this record as well. Definitely connect with Harry if you're liking the beat. And I do want to try to like get to the next songs and stuff. I know we don't have much time. So it looks like the next person is, I don't know how you say this. I don't know if it's Zage or Xage. That's what it is. Looks like you want overall mix. You did the mix and master on FL. You're an artist that already released the song, and you're looking at feedback on the overall mix. Cool. Let's download this. I seen you in the chat already, so no worries on the throwing the thumbs up. We'll get this loaded in Pro Tools. Get some feedback going. I'm always curious to see like when an artist that like does everything, what things sound like, just because it's a lot. It's a lot to take on for one person. So let's see what we got. All right. All right, cool. So let's play this from the top.
Yeah, sige na lang, ay, sige na lang, yeah, sige, sige na lang galupad, naidala akong migo, naka-ziplock, ay, himura mag-music, wako nagpabuyag, ay, independent moves ni Dira ni pasikat. Steady sa akong vision, wag gahuwat agak. Gi-apply tanang mga online tambag. Nito o sa kaugalingon ni ambak. Halahamag, sige hamag. Halahamag, sige hamag. Padulong na ko diha, ready mo tira, andang mo bira. Perming ga vibe, pulang mata, perming mata. Para sa dreams, kadili lalim. Kung ikaw lang pakay ako, dugay ra kang nakaigit. Puro ramang ko katabi, ang focus kay naasalain. Kontra ni mo ang tao sa samin. Maong ako, I must be winning. Comfortable na sa moreno nga skin. Ako si Sage, aka him, ay, aka him, ay. Ako si Sage, aka him, aka him, yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, sige na lang, ay, sige na lang, yeah. Sige, sige na lang galupad, naidala akong migo, naka-ziplock, ay, himura mag-music, wako nagpabuyag, ay, independent moves ni Dira ni pasikat. Steady sa akong vision, wag gahuwat agak. Gi-apply tanang mga online tambag. Nito o sa kaugalingon ni ambak. Halahamag, sige hamag. Ay, halahamag, sige hamag. Padulong na ko diha, ready mo tira, andang mo bira. Perming ga vibe, pulang mata, perming mata. Para sa dreams, kadili lalim. Kung ikaw lang pakay ako, dugay ra kang nakaigit. Puro ramang ko katabi.
All right, song's fire. Very like chill, simple kind of beat production, but I think it works with the lyrics and everything because it's like you're gassing more on it. It's not like spacious in between, so I think it fits to have like the simpler production to allow the vocal to shine. Yeah, I don't know if this is Tagalog or Ilocana. I know it's Filipino. But yeah, it sounds super good. The vocal mix sounds really good. What I was hearing was the kick punches through very well, but the sub of the bass kind of is a little low. But the kick sounds really good, so that's why I had this little boost here. This is kind of affecting the kick a little bit, so you probably want to do that with just the bass on its own. But just some sub stuff. You don't have to use a fab filter EQ. You can use like a R bass or whatever you have. But I feel like the bass does need a little bit more sub. And then just a little width on the keys. I did it way down here because it's like a Rhodes keys, so they register lower. This is what sounded good to me in this spot, which is like 195 hertz or so. But yeah, maybe play around with that just to widen the music a little bit. With the production being kind of simple for the vocals to come through, I feel like the keys need to be wider and play just like a little bit bigger of a part. But if you do that now, they'll probably get in the way of the vocal a little bit, so you probably want to just widen them, just so it keeps space for the vocal to cut through in the middle. So yeah, it looks like song is out now. If anybody wants to go check it out. Yeah, I think it's super cool. Let me know. I don't think you responded on that one, but yeah, let me know if it's Ilocano or Tagalog on your language. But yeah, I think it sounded super tight, super wavy for sure. It was a vibe track for sure. I imagine you're gassing some crazy stuff that we don't understand currently. But yeah, great job on that one. Not too many notes. I did use this maximizer just to kind of see what would happen if I played with the transients a little bit. It does sound better. I don't know if you have this plugin, but if you do, I guess you could screenshot whatever I did right here and just see if that is a good starting point for you. This IRC3 crisp like timbral thing for the limiter sounds super good to me. This one and this modern one down here. I usually go between these two when I'm kind of messing with this plugin. But yeah, overall great job. I think that sounded nice. I wonder, are you out in the Philippines right now, or are you in the States? Be oh, because he's on Zoom. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, you're in Maryland. All right. What part of the Philippines are you from? Let me know. Oh, you just got chat. You just got night botted for real. Super night botted just now. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, let me. We'll move on to the next one. But yeah, overall, I like the record. There's a little vibe, little bop. All right, let's see who we got next. Next we have Tommy. Tommy, I think is that you right there, Tommy? I think I've been seeing you in the chat. Throw a thumbs up if that's you, Tommy. But yeah, this looks like it was submitted from YouTube. Feedback on song concept and overall mix. I see you there, Tommy. Let's make sure I get the right song. All right, this one's called I Thought You Knew. We're just going to download this and load this up into Pro Tools. Try to move at a quick enough pace to get a few more in before the day is done. Damn, I can't believe it was Easter yesterday. I just came and went without me even knowing. Just always working in the studio. Got no time for Easter, guys. I'm just messing with you. All right, so we got Tommy. I Thought You Knew. So feedback on song concept and overall mix. Let's play this thing from the top.
It's tell me. Harden, I'm the one that had it rough. Even though we not together, you my baby. And even though I take you out, you not my lady. I'm just out here on the streets cause that's what pay me. And I just wanna spend some time so we can play it. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. In the beginning we was chilling, now you getting in your feelings. Really love your company, you're too attached and it is killing. I know I must have hit it streets, cause that's who pay me. And I just wanna spend some time so we can play it. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. Yeah, shawty hit my phone with all that stupid silly stuff, questioning the boss. And I think I had enough, but life is out here hard and I'm the one that had it rough. Shawty, show me all that freaky shit, let's do them things you wanna do. I just wanna have some fun, but relationships I just can't do. Bless me with your special gifts and I return them all to, all to. It's how me. Hard and I'm the one that had it rough. Even though we not together, you my baby. And even though I take you out, you not my lady. I'm just out here on the streets, cause that's what pay me. And I just wanna spend some time so we can play it. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. In the beginning we was chilling, now you getting in your feelings. Really love your company, you're too attached and it is killing. I know I must have hit it right, had your back on rainy nights. I could treat you like a lady, but it's for more be for life. I don't wanna fuss and fight, broken hearts is now a trend. I just wanna make some money with no problems I can spend. Yeah, I need a woman touch with no commitment in the end. You could call on me for anything, I'll always be your friend. I know when I had it rough, even though we not together, you my baby. And even though I take you out, you not my lady. I'm just out here running streets, cause that's who pay me. And I just wanna spend some time so we can play it. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. I can't waste no time on her. I thought you knew, I thought you knew, I thought you knew. Yeah, shawty hit my phone with all that stupid silly stuff, questioning the boss. And I think I had enough, but life is out here hard and I'm the one that had it rough. Shawty, show me all that freaky shit, let's do them things you wanna do. I just wanna have some fun, but relationships I just can't do. Bless me with your special gifts and I return them all to, all to. Shawty, show me all that freaky shit, let's do them things you wanna do. I just wanna have some fun, but relationships I just can't do. Bless me with your special gifts and I return them all to, all to. Shawty, you wanna do. I just wanna have some fun, but relationships I just can't do. Bless me with your special, turn them all to, all. Shawty, show me all that freaky shit, let's do them things you wanna do. I just wanna have.
All right, cool. Yeah, song's dope. Little pop record, little uplifter. I like it. Song concept's cool too. I like the song concept. I'm not mad at that. Just a couple things. I think mix wise, it sounded pretty good. Not really mad at the mix itself in general. I just felt like some things could cut through a little bit more. This I put on the whole thing. Just for like pop style records, I feel like it needed a little bit more shine. I use this just to sometimes when you boost the top end and it gets a little harsh or like a little too much. Sometimes this is a good tool, the FabFilter multiband, to where you can attenuate the same stuff that you're boosting. So as you boost, you can still keep it from getting too harsh. Maybe mess with this and dial it in a little bit more. Also, the only other things I was hearing was the kick. So like the kick and the low end, they're not like super arguing or anything. I just felt like they were too, like they could be separate a little bit more. And I feel like in pop music, the kick tends to have a little bit more punch in like the higher frequencies. So I boosted this at 140. I know some of the sub stuff is all down here. So when I boosted this just in the middle, it kind of made the kick poke out just kind of how I wanted to hear it. So maybe experiment with this on there. I think I just added 2 dB. It's nothing crazy. I tried to widen the music a little bit. Somewhere in between like this 250 and like 800 or so, could probably be widened just a little bit, to bring the music out to the sides a little bit for the vocals to sit in the middle. I don't know if I'm 100% sold on this frequency that I ended up on. This is kind of just right in between those, but you'll hear to where when you go a little higher, it feels like it widens how I want it, but then it feels like the mix is like a little too mid heavy for me. So maybe just try to play with that, see if there's another way. Maybe you can get some width. Maybe not. You don't have to use this EQ or anything. But whatever tool you like to get a little bit of width, maybe try that on the music side. And then this was just because we boosted the kick a little bit. I added this little bit to what the snare was doing, just to try to keep them even. I think the relationship that you have them at now fits. It's just when you try to get that little bit of oomph out of the kick, you probably want to do the same with the snare slash clap snap situation. These are just 2 frequencies I was hearing in the vocals that maybe you could attenuate. The vocals didn't feel harsh or anything at all. I just feel like this will kind of focus this top end a little bit more. This is 6,800 and this is 9,400 or so. I feel like when you attenuate these 2 little frequencies, they are like frequencies that don't really need to be there, but they're not necessarily like getting in the way or hurting my ears or anything. I just think if you attenuate these 2, it'll make it to where like the vocal EQ feels a little bit more shaped and a little bit more locked in. But other than that, I think overall is super fire. See the chat. I think everybody was loving the record as well. So yeah, if anybody wants to link up, I don't, Tommy, I see you. I don't actually master. I'm just a mix engineer. I send my stuff out to get mastered as well. If you are looking for somebody to master it though, $1 Million Snare does all of my masters. He's on the engineers platform. There's also the Street Scientist, which is the homie Dimitri. He works with $1 Million Snare as well. But yeah, you can go to whoever you like. Those 2 are my go-tos, my favorites. Both Demetrius has number 1s with Sexy Red and them, and Nick at $1 Million Snare obviously has Grammys and stuff with Not Like Us and all of that. So maybe check out what they're doing as far as for mastering, before you decide on anyone. Those are my 2 favorites. Jordan, I see you plug in Ohad. Ohad, super nice dude. Also very good at what he does. But yeah, go check out to see who works best for you for the master. But I think, yeah, if you just do those couple things and then send it to master, I think that record's gonna be a nice little smash. All right, let's default this out real quick. All right, and then let's see who's next over here. All right, so next I see up here is Chase Murphy. Chase, throw a thumbs up in the chat if you are here. It looks like Instagram handle is Chase Chowder. I'll keep an eye out here to see if you're there, but throw a thumbs up in the chat. Oh, there you go. I see you. Perfect. So let's pull up your record here. Looks like just feedback on honest opinions and anything that can be improved upon. Let's download this, throw into Pro Tools. And this is called Girlfriend, Before the World Ends. And get this to download. All right, we'll throw this in Pro Tools. All right, perfect. So this is from Chase. It looks like Chase Murphy is what you titled on the song. So I'm not sure if that's what you go by or not. But Instagram, Chase Chowder. This is Chase Murphy. Song's called Girlfriend. Let's play from the top.
Sexy girl. Woo. Yeah.
I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing. Daddy money with a Birkin. She said I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing, money with a Birkin. I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. Baby girl, head gang, gon' make the world spin. Fucking with a C-man, I give her the urgent. She be on my cell phone, telling me it's urgent. Murphy, come over, talk to me nice. The ass got stretch marks, stripes. She got the cat cleaned up, doggy position. All of her clothes coming off, like a dress room fitting. Oh, I could really take charge. Baby, take caution. This dick ain't daddy. She never met Carson. I'm so out of pocket. She's sitting in the cockpit. I'm turning on a faucet. Finna spread her legs, turn that shit to a mosh pit. I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing. Daddy money with a Birkin. Said I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing, money with a Birkin. She said that shit's so big, I'll take your word for it. Hit it all day, girl, I really put the work in. I'm a real good guy, whole different person. My on lock, cause my legs got a serpent. Let's go for a swim. We could have a beach day, bikini on the bottom. She coming from the beach day. Oh, I got Georgia on my mind. The Wild Wild West, girl, I'm one of a kind. Let me see that. I'm gripping on a pine tree. I'm looking for a girlfriend, ayy, before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing. Daddy money with a Birkin. Dark, doggy position. All of her clothes coming off, like a dress room fitting. Oh, I could really take charge. Baby, take caution. This dick ain't daddy. She never met Carson. I'm so out of pocket. She's sitting in the cockpit. I'm turning on a faucet. Finna spread her legs, turn that shit to a mosh pit. I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing. Daddy money with a Birkin. Said I'm looking for a girlfriend before the world ends. I'm looking for a boo thing, money with a Birkin. She said that shit's so big, I'll take your word for it. Hit it all day, girl, I really put the work in. I'm a real good guy, whole different person. My on lock, cause my legs got a serpent. Let's go for a swim. We could have a beach day, bikini on the bottom. She coming from the beach day. Oh, I got Georgia on my mind. The Wild Wild West, girl, I'm
Yeah, song sounds fire. It's a vibe. It creates a little emotion. It's a little vibe. You got like a almost like a Mac Miller kind of tone to your voice, which I personally love. I love Mac Miller. Um, yeah, it sounds really good. I think for me, I was just hearing maybe bringing like the kick out just to get a little more punch. Might not necessarily even be an EQ like this. Could just be like a transient designer, but I feel like it could punch through a little bit more on the kick, a little bit on the snare as well if you're gonna bring that up. This frequency here, this 500 frequency, I was hearing in the vocal. Vocal sounds good. I just think if you were to find this frequency somewhere in like the 500 range, and duck a little bit of that out. This is dynamic, so it's only doing it when it reaches a certain threshold. I feel like you could probably carve some of that out for the vocal to have it fit a little bit better in the mix. And then I boosted the sides. This is really just for the music. The music's already wide. I just the like picking of the guitar strums, I feel like could be moved out to the side so you could hear them a little bit more. And I feel like it'll give like this this perception that those are louder than they actually are, which makes the record just feel a little bit more in your face. And I feel like this record definitely should feel super in your face. But the record itself is super nice. I like the concept. I like the delivery. All that was cool. Like I said, you kind of have a Mac Miller kind of tone to it, which also kind of like a feeling as well. Like the feeling I get when I listen to Mac's music, on songs that are a little bit happier and stuff. Like give me this kind of vibe. So great job on the song, and just a few things to clean up in the mix, and the vocal sounded really good. Just that one thing I was hearing in the EQ, super refreshing to hear. I feel like this week, especially, there's been a lot less super sibilant like top end stuff, which I know is kind of like a common thing. I think it's partly because it's like the easiest way for someone to feel like something sounds more rich or more expensive. It's just real easy to overdo and kind of hurt ears and things like that. But this one sounded really smooth. I think just that 500 hertz around there, cut that out with the vocal, like a tiny cut, nothing crazy, and those will probably lock in perfectly. So yeah, super dope job. Damn, got some things going, but yeah, super dope job. For Chase, it looks like I'm gonna do one more before I gotta get out of here to go to a session. Is Jay Price in here? And it looks like your Instagram handle is also Jay Price, so I'll look for you on both. So yeah, we'll peep it out. The website is loading. I've already gone to the website a couple times. So yeah, the website's fine. If you are not on Chrome, you might have an issue, or if you aren't signed into a Google account, you might have an issue. But other than that, it sounds fine. So let's see. We're gonna go Jay Price. I still haven't seen you in this chat. Let me just peep this chat. My bad. Oh, I see you. Cool. So we're gonna download this. Just looking at overall mix feedback, it looks like this is gonna be called Blaster. Let me just download this to get this into Pro Tools for you. Cool. And then Jay Price, are you the artist also? Okay, you said I mixed and produced this. Okay, cool. So mixer and producer for this one. Let's see what we got. Looks like it's pretty much loud enough to be a master as well, but we'll see. All right, let's play this. Let me double check. Yeah, let's play this from the top.
We don't gotta live it like that. Oh, right here in the city lights. Oh, we can hit a different high. We don't gotta leave it like that. Oh, right here in the city lights. Oh, we can hit a different high. We don't gotta leave it like that. Oh, right here in the city lights. Oh, we can hit a different high. We don't gotta leave it like that. Oh, right here in the city lights. Oh, leave it like that. Oh, right here in the city lights. the city lights. Ooh. Leave it like that. Ooh. Ride around the city lights. Ooh. Leave it like that. Leave it like that. Ooh. Ride around the city lights. Ooh. Leave it like that. Ooh. Ride around the city lights. Ooh. We don't gotta live life. We can hit a different high. Right around the don't gotta live life. Leave it like that. Ooh. Right around the city lights. Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Production, song, all that shit's tight. I like the record. It's definitely different than a lot of the stuff we've been hearing today too. So it's a nice little refresher there. Just a few things that I was hearing. It's really more just about like punchiness. I tried to add this transient designer in parallel just to get a little more punch out of the transients. I think with this type of music, the transients have to be pretty locked in and pretty prevalent in the mix. That's what these kind of things are doing, just little kick things to try to get the kick to cut through a little bit more. This little boost of like a dB on the sides was really just for like the little flute sounding instrument. And then on the little vocal samples or vocals that are in there, they just felt like a little muddy, a little fat. So these two cuts at like 200 and 400, maybe try to mess with that with the vocal pieces. And then also on the snare was like super snappy, which I like for the record. I just think it was like borderline hurting my ears on how snappy it was. So I just try to pull some of that out of there. And we can try to see what these actually sound like. So that's like for the snare. Yeah, so just part of the snare as well. Yeah, so I think once you bring the transients out a little bit, it's gonna sound naturally more energetic, a little bit louder as well, just perceivably, because of the transients. I do think you could probably cut out some of these 200, 400 frequencies of the vocals just a little bit. You don't necessarily need to widen the flute or anything. I was just kind of doing that for like a taste thing. When I first heard it come in, I thought it could be a little wider. So maybe experiment with that if you want. But otherwise, I feel like it's pretty solid. It's pretty well put together. Um, the song itself is tight as well. So yeah, man, good job. Make sure you post your socials and all of that in the chats so people could try to link up with you. Um, but yeah, sounds very good. Um, and yeah, anybody that's in the chat, if you haven't been here before, everything gets submitted today at 3 p.m. If you submit late, you probably won't get in. We usually could probably get through around 8. I think we usually get around between like 8 records or so within the hour. And everybody's submitting right at 3. So if you're submitting while we're already halfway through the stream, you probably won't make it, I would assume. Also depends on who's in the chat. So I go in order based on how it was submitted and who's in the chat. So if you don't respond in the chat, when I call your name, we'll wait a few seconds to try to give everybody a chance to respond. If I don't see anything, I move on to the next one. We just go down the list as they were turned in. It looks like there was like 50, 60, 70 submissions, something like that. When we started, there was probably about 25. So if you are trying to get your stuff reviewed, make sure that you get your submissions in on Monday, right at 3, when we open everything up. Otherwise, the music this week was super good. I felt like it was well rounded too. We got some like electronic stuff in here. We got some pop stuff. We got some traditional hip hop stuff. We got some R&B ish kind of stuff. I feel like it was a pretty solid week. Always appreciate everybody coming out. Like I said in previous episodes, the more we grow, the more submissions we get, the more viewership we get. We'll look into extending beyond the 1 hour so we can get more people feedback and reviews and things. But also while you're in the chat and everything, try to network with everybody else in the chat. See who there is that you can collaborate with. It's a community thing, so definitely try to collaborate with each other. Also, if you are on Engineers, we did open registration for the Mixathon today, so definitely check that out. If you're not a member on Engineers, definitely check out Engineers, and we'll see y'all next week. We will be back at the usual time next week on Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're there to get all your submissions in, and we hope to see you next week. Thanks again, everybody.